Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Isaac. In this video, we'll be talking about in this video I'll demonstrate the student management system using HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So it allows the system management system allows an admin to um add students, add their records, edit them, and then be able to delete them. So what the system does: one, it has an admin page, and then two, it has a student management system dashboard. So only the admin is able to access the student management system dashboard. If yours, since he has the username, the correct username, which is the admin, then the password, using the correct username admin, then the password. Okay. So these are HTML elements that will be sorry. So this sorry. So these are HTML elements that we'll be using for. So the HTML is simply just the structure of the web page, how the web page will go about, and then it contains input elements, the buttons we use, Okay, so this for the admin page. This or for the admin page. Okay, so another admin page. It allows us to enter or select the username and then password. So over there, you enter the username and password. Then here to the student management dashboard. Over here, these are the HTML elements you use. So over here, you enter the course, your name, your course, and then your grade. Then when you press on the button, this button, with the help of JavaScript, just it performs a function. Okay, so let's open our web page. So this is how it looks like without any attachment of, without me adding a CSS and a JavaScript. This is what you have now. Okay, so we have this. So this is basically our HTML. Basically HTML is what you have over here. So this is the admin login, and then these two, the student management system, management dashboard. Okay, so now let's start our web page here. So we are starting our web page using this. We are starting the body, the header, the input, the buttons, the table, the login screen, the main content, the hidden, and the image. The image which were this and this and this, plus the body, the whole body right from here to here. So we start everything using CSS and then adding some CSS properties to the table headers and then the borders. So this is what we used. Now let's link the CSS to HTML. Here we are linking the link. Oh, sorry. HTML. Extension star CSS over here. So over here we are able to link the CSS, our start.css to our HTML. So now let's save it. Now let's open it and see how our web page will be about. Okay. So now this is what you're having now. So before you able to get, now you see first we had the admin. First was the admin login, and then we had the student management dashboard over here. But since we're able to introduce the style, the CSS properties to the HTML elements. We only had this. So before you could get access to the student management system, you have to enter here your username, your password, then add in login before you can be able to access. So let's take something. Let's enter the admin. Username, and let's enter our password 1234, and let's press login. See, we pressing the login is not working because we've no link around JavaScript to the HTML. JavaScript will allow us to be able to get access to the student dashboard, since it performs functionality. That's what allows us to be able to access the student management. So now let's link our JavaScript. Let's link JavaScript to our HTML. So link it. Let's link it over here. Okay. Link it using the script elements. So then we enter in this dodge. Yes. Scripts. Okay. Yes. Now let's see. Let's open. So now let's start. So with this function, what it does is that it retrieves records or student records from a local storage, which is here. This local storage, which is here. So it retrieves records from the local storage, and from the local storage. And what the local storage does is that it stores student records in a web browser. It stores student records in a web browser. Right. So now let's go. This function, what it does is that, okay, the document gets element by ID. It allows the JavaScript people to get access to the HTML element, which allows us to be able to enter the username, the password, and then the name, the course, and the grid, or by the help of the document get element by ID. It allows the JavaScript to be able to get access to the HTML element. Okay, so over here, what this function is saying is that if you are able to enter the correct admin name and the correct password, it should get us to, like, this shouldn't be here. We shouldn't get this. This should be off, and then should go directly into the student management dashboard. So if you are able to enter the correct admin name and then the password, should send us straight to the students management dashboard. But if otherwise, if you are not able to enter it, then it should display an error. So else alert invalid credential. So if you are not able to display the correct username and then the password, you display invalid credential. So let's try and enter something here. Then let's login. See, because we are not able to to enter the correct username and then the correct password, we had this. Now let's enter the correct username is admin, then it's admin, password 1234. Okay, see, since we're able to do it, it's what else to the student management dashboard. Okay. With the function, this function, what is that allows you to log out over here? That's this over here. So now let's move on to here. These functions. So it allows you to add student records to the system. So let's do, for instance, the name you're using. Let's use maybe some more, okay, some more, but the course, let's say maybe okay, mathematics, and then the grade is 8. I'm able to add it. Okay, then it comes over here. So the first one I did was this. Yeah, I did this first, and then it comes here. Okay, so it allows you to create, or it allows you, they are going to add new student records to the system. Okay, let's move on here. It allows you to delete, this function allows you to delete the records. So what you have, you can delete them. This, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete it. Okay, then let's come here. So here, let's enter. Okay, let's enter. Let's use the same someone, but see, mathematics. So that is why. So here what he's saying, I can be able to edit this function. Enables us to be able to edit the record we had here. So we can see maybe mistakenly add by root A. So we can edit here. By the help of this edit, help us to edit and save your change. Save your change using this. So this function help us to edit over here. That's what allows us to edit. So let's edit again. Maybe in case you had it was similar. So see. So for we to save the changes, this function will help us to save the change, which is this. So now you see the change. Now you get our C over here. Now let's move down to here. Here, this is what allows us to delete the student record. So what you had, you can delete it by the help of this function. It helps you to delete this. Delete one. Then this function update. Also, the purpose of this is that at least all elements, all the student records you have. So let me use name. So let's say something. I'm on Chica. And of course it's English. English language. Not a we had it. So what you had over here is the function of this. So the function update UI this, it's list all the student records over here in a table format, which is this. So the name, course, the grade, that's what it is. That's what is here. So the name, course, grade. With the help of this, it allows all the student records in which we enter here to be in a table format, or to be list. It's list them in a table format, which is this. Now let's move on to the second one. Yeah. Coffee, piano, piano. The course, CBPC. Add it, when it comes here. So that's the function of this. So all this all the streams records in a table format. All this. Okay. Thank you viewers for watching. This how student management. This is a simple demonstration of a student management system using HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. And by the help of the local storage, it helps us to be able to store the records we have here, or what we have here. And by the help of, which is how much English language, all this by the help of the local storage, helps us all these records by the help of these records. So, and the help of the records we have here, the name and then the course, by the help of them and the grid, by the help of the local storage, help us to store them in the browser. Thank you all for watching.